Hey everybody, welcome back to Cheryl's Seafood and Soul Food Spiritual Kitchen. And how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well and blessed, okay? I just want to come on here today and talk about a topic. So, today in my topic, I want to talk about relationships and the space that each mate has in their relationship, okay? Now, every relationship, as we know, everybody has to have their space, okay? I mean, you want to be with your mate. You love your mate, of course. You want to be with them. You want to be around them. You want to spend time with them. That's fine. But it doesn't matter, relationship or no relationship. You have to have your own space. And whatever you do, like even if you're in a relationship, basically, if you're in a relationship, you still have to have your own space, you know? Like, you cannot crowd a person, what I'm trying to say. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you cannot crowd them. You know, you have to give a person their space. You know what I'm saying? Like, say a man and a woman, they in a relationship. Let's just say they might even been in a relationship for a few years. It could be even a new relationship. You know what I mean? Now, the way I see it in a new relationship, I feel like I said, everything to come to the forefront in the beginning of a relationship. And then when you get down the line in your relationship, you will not have to worry about crossing these kind of barriers when you cross them. If you guys set boundaries, like I said, there's that word again, boundaries. If you set boundaries in the beginning, okay? Now, with that said, I want to talk a little bit about when you're in a relationship and you guys are so used to being together so much till when another mate might want to branch off and do something else with their girls or something. You know what I mean? The female, she might say, oh, okay, well, honey, I'm going to do something with the girls tonight, you know? And if he gets mad or have an attitude or has a problem with that, it's a problem in your relationship, okay? And vice versa, okay? If the man wants to go and do something with the fellas and, you know, doesn't want to include you, it's just like a fella thing, like a guy thing. Women, we have to respect that. Just like men, you guys have to respect that. But women, we really have to respect that, because I know, you know, we as women, and I'm talking about myself too, because I've been through that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get on here and speak to you guys about nothing that I haven't experienced firsthand myself. Let's just put that out there right now, okay? And I see it every day in other people's relationships. You know what I mean? Space. That's the word today. Space. Giving space in your relationship, okay? Listen, if your mate, he or she, wants to go off and do something without you, with the fellas or with a coworker or what have you, listen, women, amen, but women, let your mate have their space. And if you as a person are that insecure about letting your mate go off and having, you know, a little me time with, you know, the fellas or co-workers or what have you, just going to do some things without you. And I mean, and then you guys are relationship, if you feel like your relationship is where it's, you know, it's tight, where you shouldn't have to worry about him doing anything that he shouldn't have to be doing, or you shouldn't have to be worrying about her doing nothing she's not supposed to be doing. And if y'all got that kind of understanding and one of you guys are still having a problem with the other going somewhere, then the person that's having that problem with the other person being without them all the time is the person that needs to seek to look at themselves a little bit better, okay? Because in the first place, you are never supposed to crowd a person in a relationship, is what you're not supposed to do. You don't crowd people in a relationship. And you don't get mad if they have something that they feel like they want to do and it's not exactly with you, okay? Okay? And if you guys live together, and long as they coming home at a reasonable time and they not giving you no they're giving you no reason to think that they're out there doing nothing other than what they're saying, and they haven't been giving you any kind of reason for you to be thinking that, but you're still thinking that, then you need to look at yourself before you pursue that relationship, because that means you're the problem. Yes, I know you don't want to hear it, a lot of y'all, but it's the truth. You would be the problem in that relationship because you have to give your mate space. That's he or she. It doesn't matter. It goes both ways. But I do mostly say women because I'm a woman and I know how women do. You know what I mean? And I know how women can be. And a lot of times women don't want their men to do anything. You know what I mean? And right now I'm just talking about relationships and how, it is, and that's just how it is. And a lot of times you crowd your mate, and you never want to crowd your mate, because when you crowd your mate, you make them want to, you run them away, period, point blank. You can possibly run your mate away if you crowd them. And that's he or she, it doesn't matter. Always give your mate space, okay? If you have that trust and that understanding, you have no reason to doubt their loyalty to you, then let them go do what they need to do. Let them get that me time out. Both of you guys work every day. You know what I'm saying? You come home to each other every evening, or, if you're living with each other or you're married or what have you, you know what I'm saying? Like on the weekends, it would be nothing wrong with going out, having a little me time without that person. One of the days, if you get 2 days on the weekend, if both of y'all off, you share it, One day I'll go get some me time with my, girls or my fellas, and, the next day me and my mate can do something together, you know what I mean? And then, hey, who knows, and then maybe throughout the week, a couple of days, we can do something after work, together, or maybe you can go do something, or I can go do something with my friends or whatever, but you have to give your mate space, okay, in your relationship. When they say you don't always have to say go. You know what I mean? Everybody needs their space. Now, sometimes you might want, okay, let's go, let's do this, let's do that, that's fine. But if it's like a time where y'all just sitting around and say your mate get a ring, hey, yeah. Now both of y'all sitting right there. You clearly, he might even have it on speakerphone, or you might have it on speakerphone, and it's clearly an innocent thing. It's one of his boys. Okay, let's just say your mate's phone ring, and it's one of his boys. Hey, yeah, let's go shoot some hoop. Let's go get a couple of runs in at the gym or whatever. Oh, yeah, man, okay. All right, then, that sounds okay to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, meet you at the gym and such. You ain't got the phone or whatever. Or, some men might even, before they hang up the phone, mute it. Real quick. Okay, hold on a second. All right. Hey, baby, mute the phone or whatever, because, that's none of their business that you talking to whatever. But I'm just saying, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? This such and such. I'm going to go I'm going to go to the gym for a while, okay? And the reaction from the mate should be, well, okay, sweetheart, because we wasn't doing nothing but sit up here watching TV, right? So if his friend called and asked to go run a few, go to the gym or something, that should be okay with you. That's what I'm saying. That's a scenario that I'm using for what I'm saying, okay? Now, that is there. So this is just what I'm saying, and that goes for the women too. If y'all sitting there, y'all watching something, not really doing anything, and your woman or your wife, your girlfriend, her phone ring, and this one of her friends, she want to go to the mall or whatever, and she, baby, it's okay with you if I, go to the mall with the girl? Hey, it should be okay. Because like I said, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs their little space. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like, oh, well, we watching this movie right now. And no, it shouldn't be none of that. And if you're getting something like that, then maybe you guys need to look at your relationship a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's just like, unless it's just like a time where it's a movie date for you and her and you and him or something like that, and y'all just there to do that, just to watch the movie because we planned this, then yeah, that would be rude if somebody calling you just jump up and leave after y'all planned that what you're doing, watching TV. But if y'all just laying around lounging and just, flipping through channels or watching something together and, just like that, and somebody calls, then I think that would be perfectly fine to let your mate do without a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to try to understand, you know what I'm saying? Every relationship, you guys have to understand your mate, okay? You have to talk to your mate and understand your mate. It don't matter what nobody else think or try to tell you. It's about what you think and what you know, and you and your mate, how you guys click together, you know what I'm saying, in your relationship, So with that said, that's what I'm saying. Please, you guys, don't mess up good things. And I'm talking about decent relationships. These are two people who are not toxic. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm not talking about toxic relationships. You know what I'm saying? But if that person, now let's just put a little but in there, because if that person is demonstrating all the time, getting jealous every time you try to get up and leave and go somewhere without them, then that would be toxic. So we would put that in there. But for right now, I'm talking about two people in, normal relationships. This is how it should be. And you should not be getting upset or offended if your mate wants to go out with a friend. You know what I mean? And just have a little me time, away from you, because everybody needs that me time. You have to have a chance to miss your mate. Sometimes you have to have a chance to miss your mate, to appreciate what you have, and to, oh my God, okay, I didn't have when I went to work, I had a day out, or whatever, I've been going all day, or, on the weekend I've been going, okay, well now, I miss my mate, now, hey, okay, whatever, it's time for me to go home, and spend time. That's how it's supposed to be. When you get there, oh, hey, baby, I miss you. How was your day? Genuinely. Really meaning what you say, okay? Not just coming in, somebody asking you how was your day and they don't mean it at all. They just straight phony, we don't mean them type of people. I'm talking about right now two logical people who have logical sense, you know what I mean? So, if two people who have logical sense in a relationship, if you can do that, and let your mate have their space, then you guys are on the right track with each other. And I hope to God and pray to God that you guys make it to the end of time. And that is real. But if you in a relationship and every time one wants to go somewhere without you, and the other one is getting upset, or it's a problem, or it's always something, then no. That's not fair. And you don't want nobody like that, because it's possibility they can be kind of toxic, because you just can't make nobody do everything you want to do and follow you every minute, everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that's insecurity on that person that is having the problem with you going wherever it is you're trying to go without them. Okay? Usually when it's like that, that would be totally insecurity on that person that's having a problem with their mate going somewhere. Okay? So that's just, I wanted to come on here and just, how I talk about NPD, in relationships. Not to say everybody who in relationships that's doing things that's not, right in relationships are narcissistic. That's not what I'm saying right now. But I'm saying some people are toxic. Even some people, they may not be narcissistic, but some people can still be toxic in their relationships, okay? And insecurity is a sign of kind of, it's not good, okay? It's not, because insecurities can make your mind think. You're thinking insecurity means you're not secure with yourself. So if you're not secure with yourself, you're not going to be secure in anything that you do, especially a relationship. Now, you better bank on that one. If you are not secure with yourself, it's no way you're going to be secure in your relationship, okay? You will be insecure in that relationship too. That's why it's so important for people to heal and find themselves when you're not in a relationship, or you just got out of one, and you know what I mean? If it's not, if it wasn't good, that meant it was probably toxic, like mine was toxic. You have to give yourself a time to heal, okay, before jumping into anything, okay? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, everybody got, people, they can throw hi. But, hey, if you're trying to do the right thing, you don't need to be jumping into anything until you really are right enough to jump into a relationship. That means knowing yourself, loving yourself, self-worth, all of that above, okay? Setting boundaries in the beginning, the whole 9, okay? But if you out of one relationship and jumping into another one, then you probably won't do none of the above because you're not even fixed your own self. So you just jumping out of one into another one, probably to not think about the hurt from the other one or to, deal with that, and jumping right into another relationship is not the answer. It's never the answer, because you're just going to take that same toxicity from a relationship you previously had right on up into the other one. And that I will not do, because the next person that comes into my life, hey, will be God sent, and he will be looking for me, because I sure ain't looking for him. You better know it. Okay, I am so happy in myself right now. I'm finding myself. I'm doing me. Okay, and it just feels so good. Like, you know what I mean? It really does, to just give you all of you sometimes. Like, honestly, it feels good to give you all of you. Think about that, y'all, for a minute. It really feels good to give you all of you. Okay? Hey, love yourself, all right? Know yourself, find yourself, realize your mistakes in whatever relationship, whether it was toxic or not. You know what I mean? Because if it was toxic, you still had responsibility in that relationship too, just like I did. I still have things that I have to take accountability for in my past relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's no way that I'm just finna say that I was the perfect Patty, because I know I wasn't. You know what I mean? Just like they wasn't. But that don't change the fact that they was narcissistic either. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what that was, like I say. You know what I'm saying? But I also accepted that narcissistic behavior for a little bit too long than I should have, even though I didn't know what it was. But now that I know what it was, once I found out what it was, I took care of that. I took care of that quick. So that's just what that is. And this is what makes me come on here today and try to give awareness to people, that may be in relationships like this, that don't understand. A lot of people don't understand when you're in narcissistic relationships, because you don't understand, why is this person always doing these crazy things and these weird things, and it's always just on a constant basis, like, and it's mind-boggling. It really is. So that's why I'm on here, period, point blank, because this is what I feel like this is my duty, to get on here and bring awareness to people in relationships like this, narcissistic relationships, and they don't know. They just think, well, I don't know, but something is not right here, but what is it quite? I don't know. If it's anything like if you've been watching my videos and the stuff that I'm be explaining to you guys, if it's anything like that, then it's a good chance that you're in a relationship with a narcissistic person. Okay? And that's just that. Period. That's just that. So if that's the case, then you need to take steps to make yourself happy, because it won't change. It won't stop. It just won't. It'll just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on until you broken down to nothing. Okay, so like I say, it's up to you all what you guys choose to do in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But me, once I realized it, yeah, I was in it big time. I sure was. And a lot of the time trying to realize what I was in. Okay. But once I realized it, it was just up to me. It wasn't up to nobody else. It was just up to me to realize that I want to continue in that kind of foolishness, or did I want to just let that go and completely change my life, And I chose to let that go and completely change my life. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I feel very good in doing it. You know what I mean? So, and in doing that, I feel like it is my duty to get on here and talk to people who might be in the same kind of relationship I was in and didn't even know it. Come on, man. That's some treacherous stuff. So yeah, I want people to know. Here I am right here. I'm telling you guys firsthand what it is. And you don't want to deal with that. So, like I say, today my subject is, space. Giving your mate space in a relationship. Don't crowd your mate. Everybody need me time. I don't care if you're married. You still need me time. That don't mean, and listen, that does not mean, I am not saying don't spend time with your mate. Or anytime anybody call you, if you with your mate, just say, oh, forget your mate and go run off with somebody else, okay? You have to use common sense when I'm talking to you guys, okay? Know what I'm saying. Don't change my words around and try to make it seem like it's something else when it's not. All I'm saying is, it is nothing wrong with space in your relationship. Everybody needs to have space in their relationship, okay? You know when it's the right time to go and, have fun or, just have a little me time, with, without your mate, okay? And that doesn't mean going off having going off to another relationship. We're not talking about that either. Me time doesn't mean, oh, that just gives me to go ahead and go on out there and have a whole nother relationship with somebody else. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, we're not saying that. Okay, so let's get it. Let's think here. Okay, let's take it in like I'm giving it to you. Space in your relationship, meaning it's nothing wrong with you going to do some things without your mate and your mate going to do some things without you sometimes, okay? Now let's just take it like it is. That's what I'm saying. Because believe it or not, in a lot of relationships, you have these couples in these relationships, they stick it to each other like glue. And all that does to you in a couple of years, somebody gonna get so attached from being, sticking to that person like glue all of that time. And then when that other person, somebody want to branch out and want to do something without you, you feeling some type of way. That's what I'm saying. When in the beginning, if you guys talk to each other and know where you guys are coming from and set those boundaries in the beginning of your relationship, then you would already know that it is nothing wrong with sometimes, hey, babe, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to work out. Or, hey, babe, okay, I'm running over here. I'm going to go to the mall with the girls, or we're going to hang out a little bit. Hey, it's nothing wrong with that. As long as everybody is being faithful and doing what they're supposed to do, in a relationship and staying loyal to their house, to who they're supposed to be being loyal to, it is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay? And that don't take away from going to do things together in a relationship later on or, another day or anything like that. I'm just saying, give space to your mate in your relationship. Don't cling. Don't be clingy. Don't cling. Don't cling. Every time they want to move, you should not want to move with them. Okay? I'm just saying, you shouldn't. But a lot of people do. But you shouldn't want to, because everybody, like I say, need their own space in a relationship. It's good to go with your mate and do what you need to do or go with them and hang out and do all kinds of stuff. Of course, that's your mate. You love them. But you have to give your mate space. You always want to give your mate, you want to give them a time to miss you, sometimes, you do. Sometimes you can miss a mate in 8 hours. Oh, baby, you've been to work all day. I've been to work all day. Okay, I miss you. Yes. But sometimes that 8 hours at work is not enough, especially when you're living with somebody. I'm just saying, excuse me, y'all, 1 second. We got to get a water. I'm thirsty. But yeah, especially then, that's all I'm saying. So, I just want you guys to you know, keep that in mind in your relationship. Like, I really do. You know, don't ruin your relationship over you guys getting mad at each other because one want to go somewhere and the other don't want to go, but you're mad because the other don't want to go, or, you know, just being too clingy around the other person. No, you don't want to do that, you know. You always want to keep it straightforward. Talk to your mate, you know. Don't keep it in. Don't keep it in. Talk to him, you know. Don't overbear your mate, you know. You can speak to somebody and get an understanding with them without doing too much, you know. I'm telling you, as women, we have to just chill sometimes and sit back and just, you know. I'm telling you, I need a sip of water. You know, I like this water. I like this water a lot. This is Crystal Geysers. But it's a sparkling mixed berry flavor. I like this one and I like the lime flavor. So, I mean, I have never drunk so much water before, you guys. And I've really never been a water drinker, but I have been drinking more water now. I ain't drunk so much water now that I ever drunk. I have now been drinking so much water, more than I have ever drunk before, okay? But this is so good. I got so many bottles of these just laying there everywhere in my kitchen. But I love these. They so good. You guys should try it. They're really good. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, give your mate some space, okay? And when you're jumping out these relationships, give yourself some space. Okay? Give yourself some space. That's it. God, hey, he just gave me that one. Thank you, Jesus. He just gave me that one. And when you're jumping out of these relationships, give yourself some space. Give yourself some space to heal, to find yourself, to know what you really want in life, to do some things probably that you haven't been doing that you really wanted to do because you've been in a relationship, no matter what kind it was. But if you broke up, then obviously it wasn't a good one. Okay? Think about that. So that's what I'm saying. Space. That's the word today. Space. Give it to yourself. Excuse me. And give it to your mate. Excuse me. When you get one, space. Okay? Because that gives you still a chance to be the independent person that you are, as well as them. You know? You don't never let nobody come into your life and take up all your time. No. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good at all. Okay? That's what we don't do. You don't never let nobody consume all of your time. You know? Like, okay, I gotta work, but outside of work, it's just this one person that I'm just gonna spend time with constantly. No, give yourself some time and give yourself some space. For you. Period. Think about it. I'm telling you. And especially in between, like I said, these relationships, give yourself that space. Get to know yourself, get to love yourself. Because if you do that and you give yourself this space and this time, and in between this time, you should be doing some things that you want to do. Not just moping around. No. You should be, doing things. You know, don't just lay up there doing nothing, waiting for somebody else to come along. Actually, you shouldn't even be tripping on no, I ain't. You know what I mean? That's really the last thing on my mind. But I do like to come on here and talk about different things when it comes to relationships. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I'm still healing and doing my thing. And I feel so good about it, you guys. You guys just don't know. Like, I've been through hell and hot water. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, I am still here and I am thanking God every single day, all day. You know what I mean? And I'm just doing what I need to do for me. You know what I mean? And in the midst of it, I'm changing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I see myself changing every day. And I love the change in me. You know what I mean? So, I just really want to come on here, and I love coming on here talking to you guys. I just want you guys to listen to what I'm saying and just kind of take heed when you guys coming into these relationships. I'm telling you guys, like, man, cool. Because if you've been in one as long as I have had just recently, then oh man, you would know. You would really know. And that's why I'm on here talking to y'all, because it's been a minute and I learned a whole lot. And that's why I'm coming on here trying to give you guys some of the knowledge that I've learned and that I went through personally, and just my knowledge about relationships and things that I knew things that I know and I did wrong in relationships. You know what I'm saying? But also what the maid has done too. You know what I'm saying? And I know, now what to look for, as back then I didn't. I was so much younger because it's been so many years, you know what I mean? And I didn't know nothing about relationships for sure. I did not. It's no way. Else if I knew then, let's put it this way. If I knew then, back then, way back then, what I knew now, that relationship never would have came about, ever. Not the person I am today. It just would not have been, period, But it did, and I ain't mad. And I thank God for it, because it taught me a whole lot. It opened my eyes to a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And it was meant to be, because it was meant to happen. It was meant to be as long for that time that it was meant to be. And that was it, okay? And that was to teach me a lesson. And that's the way I look at that. You know what I'm saying? So, since the lesson is taught, it's time for me to teach somebody else the knowledge that I got out of that long-term torturous relationships that I put up with. Yeah, I take full responsibility, believe it, okay, for my part in even dealing with that for as long as I did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. And when you're healing and you're trying to do better in life and think different and do things differently, you have to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? I have to start here. Can't start with nobody else. I have to start with me. So that's what I be doing. So, but it's a process, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I can do nothing but grow from this. That's it. Just grow. And I'm not, like I said in the other videos, I am not mad at not one person. Not one. Hey, look, I thank God, like I said, for everything. Yes, I do. I thank God to the fullest. And I thank him for me being on here with you guys, trying to let you guys know what it is when it comes to these kind of relationships, okay? And what the do's and don'ts, okay? And that's just what it is. So, again, I want to thank my subscribers, so much. I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, for supporting me. I really do, supporting the cause. Me getting on here, through everything, through the mistakes I make through talking, everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I rewatch my videos. Sometimes I make a lot of mistakes in talking. I be so excited and I talk so fast. Sometimes I say things that I don't mean, but, I just let the video play through. It is what it is. Hey, and I really don't, hey, it is what it is. But like I say, I thank all of you, every subscriber, and I just want you guys to know, the new people who I am, like, my new subscribers. My name is Cheryl Askew, and I'm on here. I come on YouTube to cook for you guys. I have a catering service, Cheryl's Seafood and Soul Food Spirituals Kitchen, okay? So, and I come on here to talk to you, to cook good food for you, and to give you guys a little bit of insight on NPD, which is Narcissistic Personality Disorder, okay? So that's what my channel is about, okay? I don't really never tell you guys, like when I come on, I guess that's something that I probably should say when I first come on. I see a lot of other tubers doing it, you know what I'm saying? And I learn from people, I do, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm new at this, but I'm getting the hang of it, a little something. So, and maybe I should come on and be this, this is who I am and this is what it is, but I'll start doing that, But I'm telling you now who I am for all my subscribers, you know, the old ones and the new ones and the ones in between. That's who I am. I am Cheryl Askew. I am the CEO and owner of Cheryl Seafood and Soul Food Spiritual Kitchen. And this is my kitchen. And I also come on here not only to cook good food for you guys, but to give you guys insight on narcissistic personality disorder. That is what I do, and that is what I will continue to do, and I absolutely love it, and I absolutely thank you guys so much for the support of my channel and subscribing to my channel. And the merch will be coming soon. Like I told you guys, I have the shirts and the aprons for you guys. The printer, that's coming soon, like I said. So everything will be in the description box. And until the next video, you guys, remember what I said, space. Give them space, okay? Give them space and make sure you get your space, okay? And now remember, we're not only talking about one way. We're talking about both ways. Because when you're in a relationship, it's two ways now. Everybody needs their space, not just one person, okay? So let's just make that clear. So everybody needs a little space. We all love each other. And just because you're getting space in your relationship don't mean that you don't love the mate, okay? So make sure at the beginning of the relationship you set boundaries. Make sure you still have your own me time and your space in any relationship, okay? And don't let no toxic persons come in your space and you know, make you feel bad about wanting some me time to yourself, or make you feel bad every time you move, you don't want to jump with them. Okay? That's a big no-no, and that's something that you need to sit down and talk about if that's going on in your relationship, okay? And that's all I'm saying. Sit down and talk about it. Get an understanding if you can. Now, if you talk about it, and you still can't get an understanding, and one person is still getting mad every time the other one want to get up and go somewhere without them, then you need to sit down and look at your relationship a little bit more. That's what I need to say about that. You need to sit down and really reevaluate the relationship that you are in, okay? And till the next video, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you all, and I just love being on here giving you guys the wisdom that God has given me, okay? So you guys just keep up the good work. Stay away from the narcs in the meantime. And until my next video, God bless you.